Simon. Where is he?
Hey, Miss Lady. Here you go.
Thanks, man.
Pleasure doing business. Peace.
Let's get out of here.
What do you think I was doing? Chopping up crack? Speaking of crack, have you ever cracked your tooth or had your crown come out? Well, today I'm going to teach you how to make your own temporary dental cement.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Sometimes I just crack myself up. Get it? Crack. I promise you it was not crack. It was zinc oxide, which is what we're going to use as one of our ingredients to make our temporary dental cement. So I will say it once and I will say it over and over. As long as we have dental care in this world, you need to get your dental care done by a professional. Do your own research. What I'm going to show you today is just for temporary use. Okay, so what I mean by temporary is you're going to see your dentist within a couple of days to a week. This is just kind of a quick fix. So I'm just going to show you how to make temporary dental cement in order to glue your crown back on, and then that way you can get the permanent cement done by your dentist. Now, if you don't have zinc oxide, they do sell the DentTech, which is good to fill in your fillings or to cement your crown back on. If you don't have this and you lost your filling, it's always good to have dental wax, because you can just kind of ball it right up and then put it down in the cracked filling just to fill up that space. Okay, but if you have a crown that came off and your tooth is getting sensitive, I'm going to show you how to make some temporary cement. There was one recipe that I did try out that I didn't like at all. It was using cornstarch mixed in with a little bit of Vaseline. And when you mix it together, it kind of gets that consistency of toothpaste. But it didn't have a lot of tackiness to it, so I didn't think it was going to stick very well. I did like the zinc oxide mixed in with the clove oil, which is great because if you have a sensitive tooth, this acts as a sedative to kind of calm the pain down in your tooth while you mix it in with the cement. So let's get started. All right, so let me show you what we got here. We have our zinc oxide, and then we have our clove essential oil. And then I have a couple of dental tools. This is a periosteal and a curette. And if you don't have these, that's okay. You don't need them. You can use a little scooper or a spoon. And right here, I'm using parchment paper. And it's really good to use parchment paper because when you start mixing the cement together, it actually doesn't stick to the parchment. So definitely use parchment paper. Have at least a couple of Q-tips or some roll gauze or any kind of gauze on hand. And now I'm going to use my fake teeth as an example. And I think we're going to pick a lower molar. There we go. So let's just say one of your molars came off. The first thing you want to do is you want to get either a curette or a toothpick or something like a knife and sharp and just clean underneath all the other cement that was on there. You want to make sure that underneath your crown is nice and clean. Okay, so you would scoop out anything in there. And then also you want to make sure that the remaining tooth in your mouth is clean. So you want to kind of get like wet up a gauze or something and make sure there's no cement that's still on your remaining tooth. And then make sure it's nice and dry. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take a scoop of the zinc oxide, which you don't need a lot. And then we're going to take just a drop of clove oil. Once it comes out, there we go. Okay, well, it landed over there. There we go. And then you're just going to start mixing. And if you need more clove oil, you can add to it, or same with the zinc oxide. And you'll notice it'll start getting a little sticky as you're mixing it. And the thing is you don't need a lot. You don't want to put a lot of cement on this temporary cement, on your temporary crown, because it'll offset your bite. And when you bite down, it's not going to feel normal. So you don't want to put a whole bunch of cement underneath that crown. Okay, so I'm just going to move away some of this extra. So now you can see it's a little bit thicker and kind of like a paste. And then you're just going to add this underneath your crown. And just spread it around on the bottom and up the sides. And then before you put this in, and you kind of have to move quickly with it because it'll set up pretty fast, you want to just make sure that the remaining tooth in your mouth is nice and dry. And then you also want to make sure you put in your crown in your mouth correctly. So what you'll do now is wherever your tooth is missing, you're going to place the crown on the remaining tooth. And then you'll take a piece of gauze and then bite down on that for, about a minute or two. And then after you're done biting on the gauze, you might have some cement that come out like in between the gum line and the tooth. So what you'll want to do is just kind of scrape away any cement that kind of came out on the sides, where your gum line is. And then, like I said, then you're just going to, don't bite down hard on anything. This doesn't mean you can, bite into a steak or an apple or a jawbreaker. Just, eat, regular foods, but just softer, and then follow up with your dentist within a couple of days. And like I said, this clove oil is great. So if your tooth is sensitive, that's going to calm your tooth down a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.
Like, subscribe, share, and peace out.